Well, I have the opportunity right now to honor another cool church. Now listen to this story. Imagine a church that cares still enough about what the Father cares about, that they would be willing to look at their facility and say, I wonder how else we could use this particular building to reach more unchurched people, those who are still far away from the Father's love. Well, you know, it's very easy for them to say, well, let's just do the usual. But this was a group that decided to just pray first and say, God, what would you like to do in order to increase our influence? What would you like to do through us? Well, you know what happens when you pray those kind of prayers? God shows up. And there was a phone call from a group that wanted to start a public school. And they asked the church if they would be willing to use their facilities to be able to host this school. Now imagine a church, they could say, you know what, no, we have to be a Christian school. It's got to be private. We've got to make sure that our own kids stay inside the fold. But this church talked about it. And they said yes to letting kids and teachers run all over their facilities for 5 days a week because they cared that much. Well, one of the cool things was one of the people in the church, the person that was in charge of their youth and student ministries, said, you know what, we can do more than that. We could do something called a virtue wall. Well, their children's ministry person said, you know what, the problem is the state of Minnesota, they don't want us to put God and anything up on our walls. And so this particular person said, no problem. We'll take and make virtue posters that just highlight the virtues without all the God part attached. And then we'll just live it out and walk it out so that these people wonder about what kind of church we are. Now, can you imagine how that influences the families that come to that church who look at those walls and say, this is the kind of church that could teach our kids about courage or determination, honesty. What parent doesn't want that? Talk about an open door to influencing those far away from God. Well, this church used all of its creativity to be able to put this together, and they are doing an amazing job of reaching families in their community for Christ. And I just thought it would be so cool if we could honor Jesse Baumgartner for his idea of the virtue wall and making all the posters so that the families could use them and see them in the hallways. Would you please welcome Jesse Baumgartner? Jesse, come on down. Jesse, come on down. Yay for you! You rock, Jesse. This is for you. We are so proud of you. You're very welcome. These people hold you in high regard, and we all want to be just like you. Thank you so much for all the risks that you took to be able to reach these people in your community. Let's say thank you one more time to Jesse as we walk off.